E finalmente estamos aqui com a primeira gameplay de The Blood of Dawnwalker, pessoal. O novo jogo feito pelos ex-desenvolvedores de The Witcher 3. É um estúdio polonês também, de pessoas que trabalhavam na CD. E agora eles estão aí trazendo o primeiro jogo desse novo estúdio, a Rebel Wolves, pra gente dar uma olhadinha e ver como está a gameplay de Dawnwalker. Vamos lá então. Tô bem animado, bem ansioso aqui, ó.
My name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svatro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blocks.
Deu pra ver que eles já adotaram um sistema de bússola, né? É um sistema de navegação que agrada algumas pessoas, desagrada outras. Eu, particularmente, prefiro o mapinha normal, mas beleza. Não desgosto da bússola também.
It's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of four directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry.
Pô, esse aqui é um negócio que eu até tinha pensado esses dias que poderia ter em The Witcher 3, The Witcher 4, que é um sistema que a gente já viu parecido fazendo outros jogos. Mais recentemente, né, o Kingdom Come Deliverance, que faz isso só com uma câmera em primeira pessoa. Promissor, tá? Gostei desse sistema que eles trouxeram aqui. Bem interessante.
And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack.
É a mesma coisa do Kingdom Come, pessoal. Mesma coisa.
Just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent.
Cara, a interface, assim, tem muita coisa que me lembra The Witcher 3, velho.
Imagino
que vocês também, né? Tem muita coisa lembrando do Witcher 3, pô. Cara, assim, o sistema eu achei interessante.
First of all, let's replenish our health.
Cara, isso é The Witcher 3, gente. Isso aqui é The Witcher 3. Caralho, me deu um déjà vu, mano. Cara, é The Witcher 3 esse menu completamente. Ô, Rebel Wolf, vocês trabalharam no jogo, beleza? Mas pera aí, né? Cara, igualzinho The Witcher 3, velho. Calma aí, pô.
And then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so
cara, que déjà vu que eu tive.
Right now. We've also leveled up. So let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees. The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human, one for vampire, and one shared between the two. We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the Frugal Witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
Nota que tem um contador de dias ali, né? Das missões, que é uma mecânica do jogo. Então você tem dias pra fazer aquela missão, senão certamente ela falha, né?
This is the rich district of the city, Silberkreis. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Tá legal, assim, a parte visual dessa cidade aqui tá bem interessante. É bem The Witcherzão, né, velho?
Looming high over the city is Brancis's castle, Greifberg. He took it over when he slaughtered the human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
Uma pegada meio Zeldinha, né? Breath of the Wild lá, que você já podia fazer as paradas na sua ordem. Que outros jogos também já estão fazendo, e outros jogos também, né? Já tinha, mas o Zeldinha popularizou bem isso, né? Então se quiser lá tentar, você pode.
The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants.
Pessoal, o vídeo tá legendado, tá? Não é do YouTube não, eles colocaram.
This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night, and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires.
A cidade eu tô achando bonita, o visual lá de fundo, as montanhas estão estranhas, mas a cidade tá legal.
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Eu acho isso aí bem legal. Você vê o jogo vivo, né? Sentir isso. É uma coisa que The Witcher 3 fez muito bem, né? E parece que eles estão querendo trazer bastante isso pra Dawnwalker também, que eu acho super válido. Pô, visualmente falando aqui, esse cenário, essa parte tá bem interessante. Tô gostando bastante da atmosfera do jogo, né?
Okay, we are at the Cathedral Gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
A gente viu essa catedral no trailer, né? No último trailer que saiu lá, tinha um trechinho nela.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen.
A expressão do Coin tá um pouquinho estranha, né? Do personagem aí.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe?
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Tem um tempinho ali pra
Thank you,
decidir,
but
legal.
I have no need for confession.
Ah, so you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
A voz dele bem, né, meio
What
Edzão
we
assim,
saw
o
right
personagem,
here
né?
was
Meio
just one of many
dark.
cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night and has a different set of skills at his disposal. And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal. We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest.
Ah,
as an
legal,
example.
legal.
During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear
Vamos
in
mostrar o
mind,
outro lado
Cohen
agora.
has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you will be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock.
Legal, vamos ver agora como é que é a jogabilidade
As
do
a vampire,
vampirão.
you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something
Eu
right.
sei que você lembrou de The Witcher 3, meu amigo. Eu sei, eu também
This
lembrei.
time it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities, and rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed them. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard. Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them.
Caraca.
And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
Legal, legal. Então você escolhe.
Finally, we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
Ah, lá em cima, pô, a janelona quebrada lá.
Shadow Step is not the only vampiric ability you're gonna learn during your playthrough. Cohen can also use Plane Shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly.
Tá, mas as pessoas veem ele fazer isso,
This
tipo, não...
will allow us to explore
Fica
every nook
normal?
and cranny of the cathedral.
Porque ele fez na frente do NPC ali, né? Um correu, mas... Não há consequências, será? Tipo, é de boa?
Better be quiet. Is that Boyer's Xanthi? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods? They're covering up the old paintings. Why? One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere. Won't get anything done just standing around. Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on and showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way we could learn more about the cathedral's past.
Tá bem investigativo, né? A gameplay com o vampirão aí, bem...
Looks like we aren't alone here. Underneath us there's a group of blood guards. Soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger. And one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
Isso vai dar merda, né? Ah, tá escondido. Achei que ele ia confrontar.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out! You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him. Quickly!
Isso aí tá muito Baldur's Gate, né? Essa parte aí.
You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohen is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only after defeating all three of the blood guards, Xanthi deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips, that hit Cohen from left and right. Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Xanthi is quick to counterattack and she will also try to restore her blood. Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode. And we're dead.
Caraca.
Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players.
Então eles vão
Otherwise,
realmente...
we could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention.
Acabou aqui.
Or try to
Pô,
get
tava
to
tão
her while
engajado.
she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies, has her own questline. Explore it, and you can learn more about her past, motivations, and maybe even try to reason with her. What you do is entirely up to you. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There's just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. But that's coming in 2026. For now, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this.
Bom, então aqui termina a gameplay. É assim, galera, deu pra ver que eles vão focar bastante na liberdade, né, de deixar você decidir o que você vai fazer, quando que você vai enfrentar ali, né, um inimigo ou não, como você vai lidar com esse inimigo e tal. Eu acho que isso é legal, é muito válido, eu curto essa história, esse tipo, né, de contar histórias. Eu só acho que eles têm que tomar cuidado pra não deixar tão aberto ao ponto de ficar muito sem peso, né, de você... Ah, não tem uma quest principal e tal, não existem diferenças. Então, todas serão, sabe, não pode ser todas com um peso muito pequeno, né? Eu acho importante eles prestarem atenção nisso. Eu gostei, caras, da gameplay, achei legal. Eu acho que tem coisas pra melhorar ainda. Eu acho que eles precisam dar uma melhorada na movimentação, né? Na hora do combate ali, eu acho que falta um pouco de fluidez, né? Dá pra dar uma refinada, óbvio, é uma alfa e tal, eles certamente vão mexendo no jogo. Eu acho que as expressões do Cohen, né, também poderiam ser um pouco mais naturais, né? O visual do jogo, assim, ele é ok, não é nada de outro mundo, não é nada vislumbrante. Nossa, que jogo maravilhoso. Não, ele tem um visual bem ok, né? Eu acho que a parte da cidade tava bonita, a parte de trás das montanhas eu acho que deixou, assim, a desejar. Mas eu acho que é um jogo com potencial, né? Deu pra ver que tem muita coisa de The Witcher aqui, muita coisa mesmo, né? Que eles trouxeram aí de The Witcher 3. Então vamos aguardar, né? E ver aí quais serão os próximos passos de Dawnwalker, beleza? Mas e vocês, pessoal? Curtiram aqui o Dawnwalker? Não gostaram? Comenta o que vocês acharam do jogo. Depois, se pau, vou trazer uma análise mais completa aqui dessa gameplay, com uma opinião mais formada sobre essa gameplay. Mas, primeiras impressões positivas, mas eu acho que o jogo ainda, sim, precisa dar uma melhorada, beleza? Pessoal, então é isso, tamo junto. Brigadão pela presença e companhia de todos vocês. Um forte abraço. A gente se vê no próximo vídeo. Valeu, falou, see ya!